welcome to Mindset. My name is Chantel Fitzgerald and your host. And as you know, on Mindset, we talk to industry leaders who are at the top of their field to learn about how did they get there? What were their challenges and struggles along the way? And what was their mindset to push through? And I have an incredible guest for you today. She is an entrepreneur. She started her own photography business. She's right here in the South Jersey area. Her name is Allison Gallagher. So welcome, Allison. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm so grateful that you would choose me to come here and talk about mindset and being an entrepreneur. And I'm super grateful to do what I do every day and maybe inspire others to live out their dreams.
Yes, indeed, indeed, absolutely. So let's get into it a little bit. How did you become a photographer? What was it about photography that really literally caught your eye? Right?
So I took pictures when I was very young with my dad. We had an old Pentax, film, slides. And so when we would, as I got older, we would go on vacation, my dad would show me, we would do things, he would teach me, and I did like it, you know. I never ever thought I could do it for a living. And then I just kind of struggled through my late teens and trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a living, and I was grooming dogs for my sister at the time, and my mom called me and said, "You're going to go to art school for photography." And I said, "Yeah, Mom, I'm just not sure about that." And this was like, I had gone to 2 different colleges at this point, answering phones for my sister, and my mom had gotten money from her father that had died, and she said, "I'm going to use this money to send you to the Art Institute of Philadelphia." And I said, okay. And so, I fell in love with the journey. It was not easy. Art school is not easy. It's a lot of critiquing, a lot of stepping outside of your comfort zone, which was hard for me at that age,
How old were you at that time?
20 maybe.
Okay.
Ish,
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Well, I graduated art school 2001, and I still wasn't sure if it was for me. Art school was really hard for me. It was, a lot of really hard critiquing, and wasn't sure if I could measure up, and, all those things, the vulnerability of not knowing. But I did end up, the universe pushed me in that direction. In 2005, I started my business, and it's been an interesting journey. I've evolved. I'm 41 now, and I've evolved in such a way as an artist, and being a mom, and having so many wonderful clients that help teach me how I see them. Sometimes I'm in my zone and I do my work, and then some of my clients will tell me what I do for them, and it's awesome.
What do they say? Yeah.
Oh, I make them feel beautiful, that I get to document an emotional, intimate moment with them and their children that is so unique and finite and tangible. And it's a love. It's a love documented, and I've evolved into that artist, which is why I'm so passionate about, my why. My why is, I grew up with Salvatore Dali on our walls.
Oh, wow.
Okay, my dad was a huge Salvatore Dali fan, and as much as he loved photographs and he loved photographing, we really had no portraits of our family on the walls. And now I believe, for me, having my family on my walls is so important. And so I am a firm believer in artwork of your family on your walls, and that is what I do. I am I'm a custom framer. I customize the portraits for my clients and their needs. I walk them through. I hold their hand through the process to make sure that they have beautiful artwork to enhance their home and their life, and that their children, if they have them, are growing up in a home with the love. My daughter loves having our portraits on our walls and seeing them. I have a 6-foot spread of us. I get portraits taken, I hire professionals, And my daughter is giddy.
Yeah.
In that space, knowing it's reflecting how much she's loved and her worth.
Yeah.
You know, and I document and I freeze time that you'll never get back. So that artwork, the value goes up over time of your family, because that 3-year-old, that giddy smile, you know, the little teeth before they lose them, whatever it is, that is. It's there forever and ever and ever, when we're all changing every single day.
Yes,
you
yes,
know?
that's so beautiful.
That is my why. That is my why, and it's powerful.
Yeah.
It is powerful, and there's days where it's hard, and I think I just can't do this today, or whatever it is, you know, the pile of things I have to do, and my why sometimes is what gets me out of bed. You know, it's that force, that driving force that I'm making a difference in people's lives. I'm making a difference in their lives, you know?
Yeah, totally. And I love what you said of freezing time, because that's exactly what photos are, is a capture of the moment in that time. And also, you know, and I love how you customize these pictures and frames and post them, you know, help your clients put them all over the walls as a reminder of that time, that frozen time. I think that's so amazing. And also the love that's surrounding that family, particularly of that moment that you took the pictures. Because you're right, I mean, you know, our lives are ever fleeting, right? Everything is always changing, but to capture that one moment is really beautiful.
And I love posing in a way that is, it's posed, but there's a lot of candid that goes on. And so the snuggles and the, you know, or that look between a bride and groom, or those first days of their newborn baby, you know, it's, I can't believe that this is what I was chosen to do. You know, there's days where I am in awe that I was chosen to do this for a living, and that you know, and I don't take it lightly, not for 1 second, you know. So each client, I'm so grateful that I get to really spend a lot of time with them, get to know them, customize their session for them, and help them and walk them through as far as artwork. What do they need? What is best for them? Maybe it's an album, maybe it's, you know, a framed portrait or a canvas, or, you know, I help them decorate their walls with art of their family.
Yeah,
you know?
That's so beautiful.
It is.
That's so beautiful.
It is.
Is your like, are you the only artist in your family, or it sounds like your dad was really into art?
My dad was my dad was an engineer, but he was kind of an artist, you know. He was like an architect. He built our home. He built cars. He gardened. He was an artist for sure, but also had that side of his brain where he could sketch out. He was a mechanical engineer, you know. So my grandmother was for sure an artist. In everything she did, she saw everything as an art and design, you know. So I think there is art through my family, and there's days where I don't know if I can consider myself an artist, because I have to hire artists around me to help me in certain aspects of my life. So, you know, as far as through the lens, you know, I just love to document love, you know. But my clients do tell me that, you know, when they come across my images, they know it's me. Yeah. Because it has a style, it has a brand, it has a feeling to it, and that just comes out in who I am, you know. That's any artist. It's like that's who you are from your soul. Yes. You know, and I can't help but be that. Yeah. You know, but it's awesome to hear that, because that's my brand. They see it and they know it's mine. Yeah. That's priceless. Totally. It's priceless. Totally. And I love that, like your energy, your love for what you do, and also the just everything around it is love, right? You're capturing love, you're capturing that moment in time. It's your energy kind of feeding into that moment, as well as the people you're taking the picture of is really feeling that moment, and you're able to just capture it so beautifully, and then be able to spread that energy through the pictures on the walls of the families in their homes. That's so beautiful. It's an awesome life. So tell us, you were talking a little bit about, you know, being this entrepreneur and how you've been able to evolve into this amazing photographer that you are, and able to capture love and decorate that in the homes of your clients.
But how did you evolve to that? And what were some of the challenges that you faced before you could even get there?
Okay.
And was it hard to try to find these clients?
So it's years of picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, keep going. It's resilience. It's vulnerability of making mistakes, of upsetting clients, of, you know, thinking you're doing the right thing, but it's not the right thing. And, and kind of looking at yourself and saying, I can fix this. You know, anything is fixable. Finding clients is, I think, just being me and being who I am genuinely, and finding connections, making connections, and keeping my clients happy. You know, I think it's and who my client was in 2005 may not be who my client is now. As I evolve, so do my client base. You know, I wasn't photographing newborns before I became a mom. Now I love being with new moms. I love saying you're gonna sleep again. Like you're gonna be okay. Like it's not, the walls are closing in around you now, but tomorrow will be better. You know, I didn't have that connection before I became a mom, you know? So, I think I find my clients just through talking to people, listening to people. I'm out and about in the towns. I love learning about people. So a conversation at a baseball game, or, you know, locally at a boutique or at the coffee shop, I interact with people. Who are you? Tell me about yourself. You know, I like to, and I've learned this about me through my brand, but I like to, when people leave me, feel a little bit better about who they are. Kind of feel like, wow, I can do those things, or I can live out that dream. Or so I love to talk to people, and by talking and connecting to people on that level, on a human level, I find clients. I find clients, you know?
Love that.
And sometimes, most of the time, they end up being lifetime clients. You know, just by getting out in the community and talking to people.
And making that connection. I love that. Well, we have to take a break real quick, but when we come back, we're going to talk to Allison a little bit more about her business, but also see some of the most amazing artwork and photography that she's done as well, right when we come back. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Together. Choosing Medicare coverage can be a very confusing and complicated process. Help is just a phone call away, 856-226-4800. As a licensed insurance agent, I'll assist you in making an informed and confident decision on a Medicare plan that meets your needs, lifestyle, and budget. Call me today for a free, no obligation Medicare benefits consultation, 856-226-4800.
Boardwalks built for fun. Legendary rock and roll clubs.
This is how we do it. Hip hip hop.
Casinos by the ocean.
Hip hip hop.
Now that's New Jersey. 130 miles of beautiful beaches. Solid rock. And everything in between.
Look in the window.
Now that's New Jersey.
Burlington County College.
Is now Rowan College at Burlington County.
Still the same great faculty.
At a community college ranked top 50 in the nation.
Basically, we earn more and pay less.
RCBC students are accepted at Rowan University after graduation.
And get a bachelor's degree for around $30,000.
Online and Mount Laurel students get a 15% Rowan University tuition discount.
And have many scholarship opportunities.
So you earn more and pay even less.
Rowan College at Burlington County.
Your path to success.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. But what does it take to strengthen our service members? What does it take to let them know that we stand behind them, wherever they are? What does it take to bridge the distance? and keep them connected to family, home, and country? And what does it take to prepare them for their future when their service to the nation is complete? What does it take to strengthen our service members so they can be the greatest force for good in the world? It takes a force. Be a force behind the forces. Share a message today at force.uso.org.
Hello and welcome back to Mindset. We are here with owner, entrepreneur, photographer Allison Gallagher, and we were just in the middle of talking about how she captures moments in time, how she really creates this love and captures love in photography, and then is able to bring that love to her clients through beautiful pictures and frames all throughout her clients' homes. And so we have wonderful photography of Allison's photography. So I want to just go to a few clips here of some of the photography that she's done. Oh wow, look at this one. Tell us about this one, Allison. This is beautiful. This is reminding me of like the Ann Gettys back in the day.
So this is newborns you want to photo, well, everybody's different, okay, but newborns, you know, 6 days to 18 days. This is baby Mia. So she came into the studio, and you know, I'm very organic in my style. So when I you know, I have a lot of different things. Mom and dads, they don't have to bring anything. I have a ton of props and all kinds of headbands and wraps and colors and things. But I love, you know, the creams and the roses, like the blushes for girls. And
how did you get them in that little?
So I've done a lot of, you know, when I first became a mom, I could not wrap a baby the way I can wrap a baby now. You know, training on how to wrap, and you know, it's very warm in the studio. It's about 85 degrees to keep baby very comfortable.
Right.
And she slept very soundly, and you know, she's gorgeous, gorgeous skin. I like to keep my setups very simple because it's about baby, you know. So so that is
beautiful. And how old was she at that moment?
I don't remember.
Just like days
10
old.
days maybe.
Yeah.
10
wow.
days.
That's amazing.
10, 12
so
days.
beautiful. Oh, and look at this one. Oh, a wedding.
So
Tell
this
us
is
about
Chris
this.
and Kelsey. This is in Central Jersey, Princeton area.
Oh, nice. That's where I'm from.
Yes. And so this was in July. And you know, these two, oh my gosh, they're so in love. And I just love, love, love learning about their story, how they met, and then being able to document the uniqueness of their love. And they were so much fun to photograph. And this was at the boathouse. I can't remember.
Oh, the boathouse at Mercer County
That's
Park.
it. That's where it was.
Yes, I know it well.
So,
it's so nice.
And so
there.
we went out at sunset. The party was happening, and I took them out at sunset and had a good 15 minutes with them. And this is one of my favorite images of them that day, and I just love them so much.
Wow, what a beautiful picture. Oh, and look at this one, a bundle of joy. Tell us about this.
So, you know, one of the things I love about this image is you can just hear her giggles.
Yes.
I mean, she, you know, has 2 younger sisters, and I just captured her at her silliness, and something that is, you know, that they're going to look back, she'll get to look back on in 30 years and see herself, and mom's behind her. And this was at an apple orchard in Hamilton, New Jersey. I have great relationships with the farmers in my town, and so I get to use a lot of their fields. I shoot, my outdoor stuff is at sunset. And so this is at sunset. This was last June. And you know, I asked this family if I could photograph them because they're just so much fun, local family. So,
wow, that's
so I picked this one out just because it's one of my favorites of that frozen in time.
Yeah.
Joy.
Totally.
Just such joy, you know, that we get from our kids.
Yes.
That we don't always get from our kids.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so, so I don't know, those are such a few examples of why I love to do what I do.
Yes,
you know?
indeed. And you'd captured that picture of that young girl with so much joy so well. You could just feel that excitement and joy exude from the photograph.
And when I was talking to her, it was about to be, school was about to end.
Okay.
And I mean, that all resonates in all of us.
Sure.
The last few days before school ends, and that just bliss.
Yes,
you know, and that's what I was talking to her about. She just lit up.
Oh my gosh,
you know, and I'll never forget that conversation that I had with her, because that picture, I'll never forget it, because I know that joy, you know?
Yeah, that's so good. So you take such amazing pictures. You capture the joy, you capture the precious moments. You know, you capture the love from the weddings. Of everything that you do, I guess, what inspires you? I mean, you're able to capture so much of that stuff. So what inspires you, and you know, what allows you to, I guess, keep going and doing what you're doing just because of the love that you get from your pictures?
Okay, so relationships. I love to document the love between love. I love, who doesn't want to be around love? Okay. All that love that I get to be around, it brings back into me. So I get to feel that more than I would, I lost my dad in 2009. And so I understand loss. And so I love to document and pose my families in a way that I would still love to be posed with my own parents, my family. You know, there's that kid inside that still loves to feel the safety of their parents, or, you know, you just can never feel enough love. And so I get to be around that. And it's extremely rewarding knowing that I'm doing that for parents, or, you know, a bride and groom at the start of their life together. You know, I've been married for 17 years. I'm madly in love with my husband. I've been with him for 20 years. And so I love to be around new couples to share with them my experience. And, you know, you can get caught up in the wedding planning, and sometimes I like to really just talk to my couples about marriage. Marriage.
Exactly.
You know, and I mean, you know, as far as being around new parents with their babies, I mean, the miracle of life and the gift that I have to, you know, during a newborn session, mom and dad can hang out, and, you know, I just photographed a newborn, dad was sleeping. You know, they can relax, and so I take their baby and I make these beautiful photos, and they can relax, they have their time.
That's awesome.
You know, so it's about the experience.
Totally, I was just going to say that.
It's about the experience, you know, along with what I give them at the end, you know, so.
Yeah, and speaking of experience, you have an experience coming up too, right? In terms of a charity event that you have coming up. Tell us a little bit about this.
So I do several mini sessions a year. I don't do many. And a mini session is like, it's a small amount of time that we shoot, and I'll do several in a row. And so, but this year I'm doing it very differently, and this is how I'm going to do it going forward. My mini sessions, I'm going to involve and partner with a charity. I want to give back. Okay, so I've partnered with the Center for Family Services, and they're based in Camden County, but they do serve many counties, because there is a local women's shelter in Hamilton where I am. Okay, so it benefits women, battered women, and children. They have a lot of different things that they do. So I am partnering with them. So the mini session is going to be for moms and their children, and I'm bringing businesses in. And so businesses are donating to the charity, and then they're going to give something to each mom. They're going to get from me a 5x5 metal print of them with their family, and they're donors. They're donating to the charity. It's going directly to the charity, and then we're going to do 15-minute sessions. And it's April 26th, Friday, April 26th, and Sunday, April 28th, for a few hours each of those days. And there'll be a lot more information to come. Should I give my email?
Yeah, absolutely. So how would people get in touch with you if they wanted to learn more about the charity? And then also you as a photographer, how would they get a chance to have their portraits done for their kids, for their families, for their wedding? Tell us how to get in touch with you.
So you can email me at hello@AllisonAnnStudios.com. But also call me. I want to talk to you on the phone. I want to get to know you from the beginning. I love to really get to know my clients on a very personal, human level. So you can call me 609-828-8331 again, or you can email me. But if you email me, I'm going to call you. But it's hello@AllisonAnnStudios.com. Information about the charity event. So that's Mama and me, and you know, connect with me to document the love of your life and fill your walls with your family.
I love that. And the experience that you create for your clients as well. Not only is it the photography that you take and the love that you create for their families, but it's also the experience that you have for them too, which is amazing, beautiful, and brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so grateful. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I'm so grateful.
I'm grateful to have you here. Thank you so much for sharing your passion, your joy, and you know, just your talent with all of us. You know, I think that's so
awesome. I'm always evolving. I'm always, you know, as an entrepreneur, you try to get better. Every day I try to be a better version of me.
Yes, yes, as we all are. And you're certainly inspiring us to find our why and to, you know, keep going through and not be afraid to be vulnerable and make mistakes and get over those challenges in order to, you know, have your passion come through as well. So thank you so much for being
I'm so
here.
Grateful.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show today, and we look forward to seeing you again here next week on Mondays at 2 o'clock. See you soon.